Welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, I'll be teaching you types of matrices. So we'll continue. If you have watched our previous video, we've talked about 3 types, and in this video we're going to talk about another 5 or 6 types of matrix. Now, in the previous video we talked about row matrix, which we said it has only one row, column matrix, which we said it has only one column, and squared matrix, which we said it has the same number of row and column. So we say such is squared matrix. So number 4 of the types of matrix that we're going to learn is what we call a diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix. What is a diagonal matrix? A diagonal matrix is a square matrix with all elements 0 except the element on the leading diagonal. On the leading diagonal. Let me take that again. A diagonal matrix is a square matrix with all elements 0. All the elements are 0 except the element on the leading diagonal. What do I mean by leading diagonal? Let's take an example to describe what we mean by diagonal matrix. Let's say matrix A this time is a diagonal matrix. So let's say we have the matrix of matrix 3 by 3. So if we have 3 by 3, that means all elements are 0 except the leading diagonal. The leading diagonal could be from left top down to the right corner. You know, diagonal is from one corner to the other corner or to the opposite corner. So let's say we have 4, we have 4, we have 4. Then others are just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So such is a diagonal matrix. So it could be like this, and that other number could be like this. That is, let's say matrix B is also a diagonal matrix. So we could have 2, 2, 2, and we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is still 3 by 3 matrix, and this type of matrix is called a diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix. Let's take types 5. Example number 5. We also have what we call unit matrix. Unit matrix. Unit matrix. Now, what do we call unit matrix? This is derived from the previous one, diagonal matrix, but somewhat peculiar, unique on its own because of the word unit. Unit matrix is a diagonal matrix in which all elements on the leading diagonal are all unity, and it is denoted by 1. They are all unity. I said unit matrix is a diagonal matrix in which all the elements in the leading diagonal is unity, and it's denoted by 1. What do you mean by unity? 1. Are we getting it now? Let's take an example of such. Let's say matrix A is a unit matrix. Then let's take an example of 2 by 2 matrix to explain unit matrix. So if I have 1, 1, 0, 0. So this unit matrix because I have 1 at the leading diagonal. You can see 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is a unit matrix. Let's take another example of a unit matrix. Let's take example 2. Let's say unit B is also a unit matrix. And let's take matrix B to be 3 by 3 matrix. So we can say it's 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So can you see it now that the 1 at the diagonal up down is a unit matrix, so it is 1. So this is the type of matrix we call unit matrix. Remember, unit matrix is a diagonal matrix whose leading diagonal is just 1. I hope you understood that clearly. Let's go to the next type of matrix. Number 6. Number 6, we have what we call null matrix. Null matrix. I know you are familiar with null sets. where we do not have an element. But in this case, we have elements in matrix. But what are those elements? The elements in null matrix are just zeros. So a matrix whose elements are zero, no matter what the kind of matrix it is, whether 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. So any matrix whose elements contain just zero, they are just zero in that element, then we call it null matrix. So let's say matrix C is a null matrix and it is 2 by 2. So let's say 2 by 2, that will be 0, 0, 0. So this is a null matrix. Let's say matrix D is a null matrix and it is 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So that will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 because we have 2 rows and we have 3 columns. So this is 2 by 3 null matrix. 2 by 3 null matrix. So this is null matrix. Any matrix whose elements are zeros or true, they are called null matrix. Now number 7 type of matrix, we have what we call upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. So what do we call upper triangular matrix? Upper triangular matrix is a squared matrix in which all the elements below the principal diagonal are zero. All the elements below the principal diagonal are zero. We call it upper triangular matrix. Let's take an example to explain that. Let's say matrix B is an upper triangular matrix, and let's take the elements in that matrix. Let's say we have 2, 3, 4, 0, 5, 2, 0, 0, 7. Now this example of matrix you're seeing on your screen is upper triangular matrix. Why? Because after this diagonal, the principal diagonal, below it, the elements that are there are just zeros. So whenever we have this, such that after the diagonal, the leading diagonal, you remember that this is also from one corner to the other. So this is the leading diagonal now and not this. Are you getting it now? So this is the leading diagonal, the principal diagonal, and we have all of this now to be zero. Then we call this upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. So upper triangular matrix is such that other than this, after this triangle principal diagonal, the elements that are down are zeros. Then the upper one will be used to describe the matrix to be upper triangular